Welcome back to Moving the Chains with BMac and KHTV, where we talk about the greatest football team in sports history, the Green Bay Packers. Lose to the Steelers 23-19 on the road. Um, had a chance to pull off a comeback. Um, I guess the ball didn't bounce our way like we would have wanted it to, with the epic touchdown catch by any one of them receivers. I just don't understand why you would throw the ball at the goal line. Like, that's I don't understand that. If he catches the ball, he's still short. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Um, just the
Well,
nature.
if you look at that play, I rewatched that play when you rewatch that play when he threw the pick, he had Dobbs wide open for
Wide
a
open, yeah,
touchdown, and just like if he would have just looked at Dobbs and hit him, that could have been a game winning touchdown because no one was near Dobbs.
at all.
And then so, I mean, I know it's 3 seconds left, and I know like we actually think, you know what I mean. But I think that if he would have just, look, before we getting too deep to the game, every game losing interception always goes towards Christian Watson. Like it did against the Raiders, it did it against yesterday twice. He threw a pick on the Christian Watson, and then all right, but we get into that deep, you know.
Man, ooh, Josh Allen is hard to watch.
Oh,
Mm-mm-mm.
what happened?
He just threw another interception.
Oh, damn,
He threw one on the sideline, but they ruled it incomplete, and then he threw another interception.
man. Yo,
So,
he is Brett Favre 2.0 on the wrong side.
no, he is trash at home in primetime games. That's the pattern or trend I'm starting to see with Josh Allen. Anytime he at home playing a primetime game, he sucks. He
I mean, he's
sucks.
overrated. I mean, people say he's a top five quarterback in the league right now. No, he's not.
Yeah, he got the cover of Madden too. I don't understand it. But let's not get sidetracked by
Yeah, all right. Ooh, let's
quarterback
focus
throwing
with the
interceptions.
Packers.
Let's deal with this quarterback that threw two interceptions against the Steelers right now. Um, let's just go over stat line. Jordan Love was 21 completions for 40 attempts, 52 and a half completion percentage, 289 yards, passing, two touchdowns, two picks. QBR rating was 78.8. Um, Jordan Love had two rushing attempts for 11 yards. I don't know why he won't run some more. AJ Dillon had 9 carries for 70 yards, which was good for him. It was funny watching him high step on that long run down the sideline. That was hilarious. Um, Aaron Jones had 13 carries for 35 yards, and once again, when we give Aaron Jones under his rushing attempts, we lose games. Ah, man. 15 or better, we can win. 15 and under, we lose. He had 13 for 35 yards. Not a great day for him. 2.6 yards a carry. uh, Receiving, Dontavion Wicks, 3 receptions for 51 yards. 17 uh, was the average of each catch. Jaden Reed, 5 receptions, 84 yards. Romeo Dubs, 3 catches for 31 yards. Luke Musgrave, 2 for 64. AJ Dillon, 1 for 11. Christian Watson, 2 for 23.
Oh yeah, he was bad, man. He was bad.
Aaron Jones, man, he threw it right to him and he dropped the pass, man. I couldn't believe it. That one play when he went across the middle, and
Yeah.
yeah, man, he threw it right to him and he dropped it. Christian Watson, 2 for 23. Aaron Jones 4 for 19. Tucker Kraft 1 for 6. And we don't even want to get into the defense and talk about anything they did because, of course, the
We can't
old
stop
things
the run.
come back to plague us as usual,
The run
and that
defense.
is not stopping the damn run. The Steelers had, I mean, like I said, nobody is throwing over 300 yards on us, man. Nobody is doing it. No quarterback is doing it. Kenny Pickett had 126 yards passing.
Mm. And we
Oh man,
still lost.
but we led Najee Harris. Uh, what's going on with you, Tr? What's going on? We let Najee Harris rush for 82 yards, and then we let the backup Jalen Warren rush for 101 yards. You know, just can't stop the run, man. Can't stop the run. But as far as slowing down the passing offense,
Yeah.
we did a great job at that. They're receiving. George Pickens three catches for 45 yards. Darnell Washington 1 for 6. Najee Harris 3 for 14. Deontay Johnson 1 for 17. Like the secondary is doing an amazing job, man. They really are. It's just that we got a bunch of guys on this team that can't tackle and can't stop the run, and you know that's just going to be our Achilles heel for the remainder of the season. I don't see anything changing. And like I said, man, nobody is afraid to punt the ball on 4th and 1 against us. No team. They're not going to respect us. If it's like 4th and 6, fourth and shit, they might even try to go for it on 4th and 6 with this defense. Not being
But
able to
they
stop the
usually
run.
do that. You remember with Patton, back in, when we had Patton, offensive would just go on it on us, like they used to, like nobody never respect our defense, nobody.
At all. So,
It's a shame.
I mean, it is what it is at this point. I mean, we had a chance to win the game, man. And and and
We did.
and that's what you want, man. You want to have a chance to win the game. Uh, I
But
don't know
you
why.
want to win these games too at the end and be at the winning side though.
Tr asks, why does Barry call nickel defense on obvious run situations? Can one of you enlighten me on that? Tr, we don't have the personnel. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? We don't. When you got Jair hurt and you missing Quay Walker, you got to change the schematics of the defense you're gonna run. And I understand it's hard to watch, but we just don't got the type of players to shut down the run. And it just seems like every time we get in situations like that, and he's lying. He puts us in nickel defense. I think he's just expecting that the nickel back is going to be the one that's going to stop the run. I guess he wants three. I guess give it a look of three linebackers
Mm.
out there, but it's not working, man. It's not working when the nickel DB that's coming down is lighting the ass and just going to get pushed around when he when he run up to the line. So. Um, I just don't think we had the personnel to stop the run at all. You know what I'm saying? We got a bunch of pass rushers, a bunch of coverage linebackers that can cover. These linebackers are not run. I mean, Devondre Campbell is special at doing it. Quay Walker is okay at stopping the run, but they not bona fide run stoppers like Jonathan Owens is that and Isaiah McDuffie. Those are the guys that's gonna stick their nose in there and try to stop the run, but it just seemed like on Sunday it wasn't happening. It was not happening at all. Um, and that might be to the fact that Kenny Clark was a little banged up, and we didn't have our best guys out there on defense. But we you're starting to see things progress with the offense. You know, they scored in the first quarter. Um, they scored in the second quarter, and they scored in the third quarter. They just didn't put any points up in the fourth quarter. It was a close game. Uh, Even though it hurts to lose, and by that time I was probably on in the third quarter I was probably on my like fourth shot of Jameson. Um, yeah, so I was pretty wired by that time of the game, and it got exciting in the end. You know what I mean? I wish Aaron Jones would have ran out of bounds. I still don't understand what made him want to cut to the middle of the field when you know you don't got that much time on the clock. If he do that, we got probably 48, 50 seconds left to run to get a real good play call in. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just running up to the line and trying to spike the ball. It's just yeah, man. And then Jordan Love had to run, run out of the pocket to try to get some yards, and he finally get out of bounds. Um, you know, if Aaron Jones steps out of bounds, we probably got 30 something seconds left. If Jordan Love if he's running out of bounds to stop the clock, we probably got 30 some seconds left to give us at least two or three shots. But it really didn't matter in the end because he threw an interception.
Yeah.
It didn't
Um.
matter because he threw an interception.
Yeah, man. Um. Um. It's we don't know what to say. I mean, look, I knew this game was gonna be tough coming in it on the road, and it's not like they were that great. Oh, what happened now? Josh do another.
He he tried to do a pump fake and roll out and try to run, but it was like five defenders right there, so they just all ran around him and held him until they blew the whistle for like a 6 yard sack. It was like a design run, and they were like already right there waiting for him. Uh he got 1 yard, third and 9. Um, yeah, but go ahead. Yeah, I'm listening to you. Just this game is. Oh my god. Go ahead, man.
Like that. I mean, they're a good side team, but they're not a great team. But yeah, man. I mean, again, now the positive about this game is because there was some positive. Is that the offense came out firing on the first drive.
Right.
Five got a touchdown, got a touchdown. You know, okay, now we finally waking up in the first half, finally starting off hot, getting off to a hot start, which I want to see with this team, and they did it, and they finally did it. Nice drive, good. Good. It seems like Matt LaFleur was calling up good plays and stuff in the first half, in the first quarter there. And then, but again, man, it's just the consistency. And then the second half, man, I mean, we was moving the ball in the second half, but we could have punched it in the end zone, and
Yeah.
know, and we was set like if we score in one of those drives, we probably would have won the game. The miss PIT hurt. You know what I mean? If we would have made that extra point, um,
Oh yeah, yeah. We would have made the extra point. Yeah, probably could have tied the game up. Yeah.
probably would have been sent it to overtime. But yeah, man. That's why I call it a game. That's why football is a game of inches. You know what I mean? So
I mean, to you, do it seems like does it seem like the special teams have gotten worse from last year? Because we bring Rich Bisaccia over here, right, to clean up the special teams, right? And if you go back and look, the special teams didn't have a real good spark until Keyshawn Nixon had that kickoff return.
mm,
But prior to that, it was still god awful with Amari Rogers back there.
yeah.
So,
Mm.
do you think the special teams has gotten worse from last year? Now that Rich Bisaccia is the assistant head coach, Because I
Uh,
don't really see
talk,
no improvement.
talk to me. Talk to. Oh, what's that question?
No, do you think the
Oh,
special teams has gotten worse from last year, from this year to from last year? Do you think this year is worse from last year?
I don't know. I mean, last year. Well, remember last year we didn't put when we put Keyshawn Nixon, the special teams look a lot better.
I know,
Last
but it wasn't until late in the season.
maybe I don't know. Maybe late. I don't know. I don't think.
No, I remember specifically we kept stressing the fact that Amari Rogers doesn't want to play kick return. Remember that?
Yeah,
Amari Rogers was just,
yep,
you
yep.
know, getting yelled at by Bisaccia every time he didn't run a ball out of the end zone. Bisaccia, he wants you running that ball out of the end zone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying I don't see much change from last year to this year.
I mean, in 2021, our special teams was dead last.
And where are they at now?
Maybe close. I don't know. I mean, we usually have like the Packers usually have bad special teams over the years. Um, I can't remember
Now
when.
I get it that the kicker, this is his first year, Anders. You know what I'm saying? I know that this is his first year
Yeah,
uh, taking over for Mason Crosby, but I mean, he's doing okay. I will say that he just got to make the important kicks, man, and it was a few important kicks that especially that PAT, man. That you really got to clean that up. You know what I'm saying? Um, that should have been a chip shot, but any given Sunday, anything could happen on any play, man. So, um, but as far as the difference from last year and this year, I don't see much change in the special teams. You know what I'm saying? We still letting uh, guys on the opposing team on kickoff return. The only time I see us play well is when we at home. You know what I'm saying? We not letting guys run the ball all the way back to the 30. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and I don't know, man. Maybe I got to pay attention more to the special teams as the season goes, but I don't see where we've gotten better. All I know is we had that one exciting kick return from Keyshawn Nixon last year. Is he even doing it this year?
I think. I do know the got him playing on the got him on the defense side of the ball now more this year.
Yeah,
But which he hasn't been looking good too on the defense side of the ball.
yeah, he ain't been looking good at all. Um, yeah, I just don't know, man. We'll see how the special team pans out next week. Hopefully, it's a lot better. Um, facing off against the Chargers coming into Lambeau. Uh, I mean, I guess you could say the play calling was a little bit more decent uh, this Sunday from Matt LaFleur. And like I said in the video that I dropped earlier today, you know, it's important that he put his best 11 guys out there on the field every week. And even if we shorthanded, you know what I'm saying, you still got to put your best 11 guys out there on the field every week. But when you seeing his best 11 out there, you really got to start thinking like, how well is the Green Bay Packers scouting team evaluating talent?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Um, and it goes back to what TR said. It's great to have athleticism. You know what I mean, on your behalf, but with that athleticism, is there a football player in there? You know what I'm saying? Inside that athleticism, is there a football there? What's going on with you, Big Nate? So we got right now, I guess, uh, we should be looking towards the draft and free agency. I would like to see the Green Bay Packers in free agency go get a receiver, a veteran receiver, and just looking at the list is not much to go off of. I mean, hey, we could pick up Noah Brown. That sounds like a free agent receiver the Packers might pick up. Noah Brown, huh? Calvin Ridley, huh? Huh?
Uh,
Mike Evans,
wide receivers.
Mike Evans, 30-year-old Mike Evans.
Develop. That's what we're gonna do. Draft and develop. Probably gonna get one in the second round from a Kentucky Fried Chicken or something. Kentucky Fried
But
Chicken.
but to be honest, uh, I like the receiving core that we have. I
Oh,
just think we need to.
Jalen Reed. I'm really starting to grow on him, man. Like he's really impressing me so far.
I mean, even though Christian Watson is having his struggles and Romeo Dub is dealing with his consistency, um, I still like our receivers. I like our tight ends. I just think that they need to
Oh,
clean up their blocking techniques. You know what
oh,
I'm saying? Fix their footwork. Probably put a little bit more size on them. These guys are young, so
Wick's been showing some promise.
oh yeah. Yeah, we like I said, we got some potential. We got some potential, good receivers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if we're gonna necessarily be able to keep all of them, but I do like the receiving core that we have. And once it gets later on in the season, um, once it gets later on in the season, I would like to see Christian Watson to keep taking shots. I mean, Jordan Love to keep taking shots to Christian Watson down the field at that point because it ain't gonna mean anything then. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I can't watch no more interceptions, man. It's gonna every time I watch play, man gets picked off. It's like damn. It just seems like him and Watson are not on the same page. I mean Watson's been fully healthy this year, but I don't know, man. I mean Watson. I mean maybe Christian Watson had a better connect with Rogers. I mean I know it's a little bit premature to say that. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but maybe he had a better connection with Rogers than he does with Love.
Nah, I don't think it's that. I think it's a veteran quarterback who uh, who just knows where to put the ball at. You know what I'm saying? Who just has a better arm, understands who understands how Christian Watson is running his routes, knows where to put the ball at, accurate. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Love is not accurate yet. You know what I'm saying? The dude is only completing 50 something percent of his passes, man, which is the lowest in the NFL. So, he has the lowest completion percentage in the NFL. He went 21 for 40.
Didn't know that.
He went 21 for 40, man. That's 52.5%. He has the lowest completion percentage in the NFL.
Like,
Um, TR said, if you both were the GM, what position would you grab first? If I'm the GM, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. It depends on what pick we have in the first round. I know right now we got the sixth pick in the first round. Um, I will probably either go left tackle, a tackle, one of the best tackles, uh, or um,
I probably
our defensive tackle. I will go offensive tackle, defensive tackle, man.
I was about to say that. I probably go defensive tackle or linebacker, middle linebacker.
we still need a safety too.
He
You know what
won't
I'm
get backers no more, which I think that's the. I mean, I think we should start. I think middle linebackers should be more important in today's game. But
No, we got good linebackers. We got good linebackers, just that they got to stay healthy, man. Quay dealing with the groin, and Devondre Campbell is like he's always having to deal with an ankle injury.
oh, I will probably get.
Um, uh, Nate said losing is no longer surprising. Signing veterans that are past their prime is a waste of time. We had two tight ends that the Packers wasted money on, and they didn't pay off Graham and tight end from the Patriots. I don't know what's going on with your mic, Bernard, but it ain't. We can't hear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I know you said Martellus Bennett. Yeah. Um. Uh, I don't think the Packers are. I don't think the Packers are going to be interested in signing of old guys. They probably gonna look for, an up and coming young receiver that's been in the league probably 2 or 3 years already, 3 4 years. Um, they'll probably look at that. T Higgins, you know what I'm saying? They might have a chance to holler at T Higgins. It's quite a few young dudes that's gonna be
And you had a chance to get T Higgins in 2020.
yeah, but he's gonna be a free agent this year. He's gonna be a free agent this year. So it's quite a few young guys, man. It's quite a few young guys that's gonna be in free agency this year that the Packers can probably won't even have to spend a lot of money on. What's good? What's good with you, Cali Packer in the house tonight? What's good, man? Um, nah. See, y'all got to understand something, man. Watson is not a bad pick. He's just not having a good year right now. You know what I'm saying? Devontae Adams didn't have a great first year, second year, third year. He didn't shine until it was like his fourth year in the league. You know what I mean? And he had to get a fire lit under his ass at an event, a black tie affair with him, Jordy Nelson, and Aaron Rodgers. And they asked him a question. It was like, if it's fourth down with 3 seconds on the clock, who's getting the ball? And Devontae Adams got up and said, "Y'all better be throwing me that motherfucking ball." And right after he said that, his fourth year in the league, he balled out. So it takes time, man. Jordan Love, this is his first year. Him and Christian Watson got to get their timing down together. You know what I mean? They got to get in sync with each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
So
know,
last week against the Williams, Christian Watson made a nice catch.
yeah, everything has to be. It's all execution, man. If the offensive line is not giving Jordan Love the time to be in sync with Christian Watson when he's running his route, 9 times out of 10 that's not going it's going to fail. That's why you seen Aaron Rodgers hold on the ball so long because he knew his first read wasn't going to be there just based off of how the line was blocking. So it's just time, man. He got the potential. He just has to, what I'm saying, get into his NFL body. He like look at our look. If you look at our receivers, the only receiver I seen that put on some weight and some size was Romeo Dubs. He looked bigger than he was from last year. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? That's why he making the tough catches. Christian Watson, he been dealing with injuries. And one thing we can't do if we Packer fans, man, we can't be on social media sites. You know what I'm saying? What's good with you, Zane? Zane, we can't be on social media sites going on these guys' IG pages and Twitter and ridiculing them and putting them down because they didn't do the things that we thought they would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop that. We need to keep these guys' confidence at an all-time high. Excuse me. We got to keep their confidence at an all-time high so they can go out there
Oh
and
man,
perform with confidence.
yeah, I mean, it's in football. You know, what I mean, like mistakes are gonna happen. Like you're not gonna be perfect on every single play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, that see all of that you saying, Nate, that shit sounds fantastic. That sounds fantastic. But those players that you talking about, well, Marvin Harris, if we do get a chance to grab him, he ain't got no choice but to come play for the Packers. But uh, uh, free agent guys, they have to want to come play for the Green Bay Packers. It has to be in the best interest of them. Do they got the money to pay me? Are they in a great position to win now? Like, you know what I'm saying? They, like these players, do they vet into of these teams? How's it? How's the locker room? What's up with Matt LaFleur? Can I get in contact with him and talk to him so I can let him know how I want to be treated when I'm coming to the organization? Like, don't lowball me like the Jets are doing Dalvin Cook. You know what I'm saying? He thinking he's supposed to be getting way more touches than that, and he not. You know what I'm saying? So the free agent, the free agent shit, the players have to want to come play for the organization. Same thing with coaching. These coaches that, y'all talking about, we need to fire them and they need to be fired and this person need to be fired. Who's the coach that's gonna want to come and play coach the Green Bay Packers? It's gonna have to be a coach that want to coach the Green Bay Packers, not a coach that's just looking to, add something to his resume. Oh yeah, I was a coach for the Green Bay Packers. No, it has to be somebody who wants to come and coach the Green Bay Packers. You know what I'm saying? It just can't be. And that's what I kind of think when I think about Matt LaFleur. It just seemed like it was a big, name tag on his resume. Hey, I was a head coach for the Green Bay Packers. You know what I'm saying? He could use that shit, and then that should have take him. That should have him hired forever, as long as he want to coach, because he got that coach for the Green Bay Packers. So if anybody did anybody a favor, it was the Green Bay Packers doing Matt LaFleur a freaking favor. But yeah. See, yeah, this team is young, man. This team got a lot of potential. This team has to grow, man. And just watching Higher Point of View's video yesterday, you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot. I learned a lot. We have to calm down, and I get it. We are used to winning. We're used to winning. You know what I'm saying? We've treaded in these waters before. But it just seems like now that we are treading through these waters like we have in the past, it just seems like the negativity is magnified. And I get it, you know, dealing with a four-time MVP, historic quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, and then now we have to settle with who most people in the league consider low-hanging fruit, Jordan Love. You know what I'm saying? It's just that most people don't have time or don't have patience to see this young man come into his own. Patrick Mahomes didn't start off. I mean, he started off knowing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Patrick Mahomes started off what he showed us. He let us know, oh yeah, this guy's gonna be good. Even though he was losing games, he still showed us that he was gonna be a more than a capable quarterback to play good in this league. And you see flashes of that with Jordan Love. It might not be like Patrick Mahomes,
I like.
but that's because Patrick Mahomes walked into a situation where he already had veteran guys solidified. Jordan Love is walking into a situation where he got a left tackle sitting on the sideline. He don't really got a lot of veterans with him, but Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon on the offense,
Mm.
maybe Elton Jenkins. So Jordan Love, he working with some obstacles,
And
which I think is good for him. I think with Jordan Love, the route that he has to take without having,
Yeah.
most teams are just missing a quarterback.
Yeah.
We just need a quarterback. If we could just get a quarterback, you see what the Jets were doing. They was
Yeah.
just missing a quarterback.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Chiefs. They was just missing a quarterback. Same thing with the Eagles. They was just missing a quarterback. They had everybody else. They was just missing a quarterback. With the Packers, we have to do things the traditional way. Why? Because we are the greatest football team in sports history, and that's just how we operate.
Yeah.
That's how we operate. Like I see it all the time. Be like, damn, why can't we make moves like Jeffrey Lurie and the Eagles? Why they always getting the good guys? They got Julio Jones, they got AJ Brown over there, they getting all of the Georgia Bulldog players. Why can't we be like that?
Yeah.
That's not our narrative. Our narrative is the blue collar way.
Yeah. Exactly.
Hard work, blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
That's just how we built, man. That's how we built.
Kentucky
We
Fried
are
Chicken
for.
school. Kentucky Fried Chicken college school.
Hey, hey, hey. We didn't got them kind of players before, and we didn't turn them into Hall of Famers, man. We didn't turn some of them Kentucky Fried Chicken players into Hall of Famers. So
Well, Brett Favre didn't. Brett Favre was coming. I think when we traded for Brett Favre, Brett Favre was coming in raw. You remember, he was the third stringer from the Falcons. It's not like,
yeah,
you know what I mean. It's not like he came in and, lighted up too in his first year.
right, right.
Same thing with
You know,
Rodgers. You know what I mean? He had to sit and learn and got, you know what I mean? And it took him some time to get it. Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning was terrible his rookie year.
yeah, he sure was.
Led the league in interceptions. So it just takes time. Same thing with Breeze. Same thing with Brady. It just takes time, and it's gonna take time in Jordan Love. We just gotta be patient. I know people don't want to hear the word patience, and like I
They
said,
don't.
with us
They
Packer
don't.
fans, with well, Big Nate, well, you spoiled, Big Nate, like you are spoiled, man. Um, and I hate to say that about you, brother, but this is what happens when you have back-to-back Hall of Fame quarterbacks. You become prisoners of the moment. You want results now. You want to, like, no, let's start this now. I want to see great things now. It's gonna take time, Big Nate. Like, it's really gonna take time, and you just have to just be patient as long as you can. And who knows? Like, it may never work out. No, but you don't know until you give it another year or so. So I mean, I'm kind of like that too. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see results now, but then I realized that it's gonna take some time, man. Things take time.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we used to going deep in the playoffs. We used to,
Champion,
front running the division. Um,
number one seeds, and
yeah, yeah. We used to seeing that, and now that
MVP quarterback play.
right, and now that we not seeing that, this is new. This is new for some Packer fans. And I understand it completely. You want to see your team win. You want to see your team um, play to the highest, give the best performance week in and week out. And right now, we just not at the point where we can consistently perform at a high level, just based off the fact that this team is a baby. This team is only like what, since Aaron Rodgers, maybe 1 to 2 years old right now,
Mm,
just based off of the players we have.
yeah.
So, we got to we might have to give this a couple of seasons, man. Um,
And
especially
this
with,
one, and this what I was trying to say, man. Like, don't take winning for granted. Don't take having successful, because a lot of Packer fans will complaining about winning games and getting to the playoffs and losing. And like, look, man, like, and I know, and this is a good topic. People say, well, what you want to be? Be like the Giants, win win the Super Bowl now and suck for the next 10, 15 years, or be competitive for 10 to 15 years and coming up short. And I don't know. That's a tough question. That's a tough decision.
Yeah, it is. But we just gotta take each week or each game at a time, man. Because um, I know that it's not what everybody was expecting out of this team this year, but this is what it is, man. This is what it is. I mean, like I said, the only person that I could see probably getting fired after this season is over is Joe Barry, but I think he's going to find some way to hold on to his job. And it might come down to the last 3 games of the season of how well this defense performed. So I think the Packers. I think they're gonna be late bloomers. You know what I'm saying? I think that once we get like toward the end of the season, if they could, rail off 3 wins in a row, just to build some momentum of going into the next season, and then a lot of what um, can make this team better is going to be determined on what this front office does during in free agency and in the draft. So. Um, we got some players that we're gonna have to keep. We got some players that we're gonna have to cut loose. So be expecting to see a different team next season. I don't think a lot of these players that used to be on this team are going to be here. And for starters, one of them might be David Bakhtiari.
Mm.
So that's why I said that um, we probably have to pick a left tackle in the first round, maybe in the second. We got 2 picks in the second. You know what I'm saying? But if it's your first pick, you got to go get a stud.
Are we seen a Seahawks comment?
Okay. Yeah. 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 So we gotta just take it week by week, man. Take it week by week with this team, man. I mean, we got the
He's young, and like they start. I mean, they haven't lived a scene what TR seen, man, in the 70s and 80s, man. Like
yeah, it was bad. I mean, all they gotta do is just go through the Packer history on YouTube. It'll tell you everything that happened in the 80s. It'll
like
tell you.
19 and
Oh yeah, 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 oh, yeah. Of course, the older Packer fans they know what it was like when this team was god awful. When especially when Bar Starr was the head coach, that wasn't good at all. That wasn't great at all when Bar Starr was the head coach. It was like, whoa, man, maybe you out of your league. That's why you see a lot of quarterbacks, big time quarterbacks say, hey, nah, I ain't coaching.
seen Rogers coaching tried to coach last night.
He wasn't. See, he was not coaching. He just listening. He's listening to the coaching. He might add a few suggestions here and there. You know what I'm saying? Um, he might try to tell them, "Hey, y'all need to play up tempo on this drive." You know what I'm saying? He's not coaching. He's just giving advice, listening in on the headset of what the coaches are, what seeing what they see. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he might relay a message to Zach Wilson, but he not out there calling on damn plays. He might be like, "Oh, next series, maybe y'all should try to put this play in a mix or something like that." You know what I'm saying? He not out there calling out plays. That ain't what he doing. Um, but yeah, that's why you see a lot of quarterbacks when they Bar Star used to yeah, TR no, yeah, Bar Star used to be a head coach for the Packers and he was awful. Oh,
Mm.
he was terrible, man. But the players loved him. They loved Bart. That's one thing about when he coached. They loved Bart, man. They loved it. Was hard to see him go too when he stepped down. It was hard for it was man. The team was like they was trying. They fought hard. They fought hard for Bart Starr, man, when they went out there and played. But yeah, he coached for a while, man. He coached. So, what do you think? What do you see? How do you see this team panning out for the remainder of the season?
Well, our
Wow,
next,
he caught that. That's a touchdown.
what happened?
Russell Wilson did some crazy scramble and threw the ball behind his back, and the dude wound up catching the ball and with his tippy toes still in the end zone, the sideline, and caught the ball touchdown. It's
What
10-0. Oh, he missed the field goal, 9-0.
9-0?
The
Um,
Broncos.
oh, God, man, the Bills, man. Oh, if they lose, man, ooh, it's gonna be problems.
How
Um,
how 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 many to my how many more how do you see this team panning out for the remainder of the season?
well, if you look at our schedule, man, it's not gonna get any easier. We got the Chargers, we got Detroit, we got the
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs. We still got the Vikings in their house and they playing. I mean, Romeo Dobbs is like it's like there's. I mean, not Romeo Dobbs. Josh Dobbs is like there's savior or something. Um, you know what I mean? Like
Man,
Viking fans are ready to put that man in Canton. Um, so we still got face him in their place. I ain't gonna be easy. I don't know, man. Like I said, I'm gonna just take it week by week with this team, man. I'm not gonna predict nothing down the road. I'm not gonna to, to going to predict no record that we're gonna finish. I'm just gonna just take it, just take it week by week. You know what I mean? And hopefully we can see some improvement and build off of it. Because, like you said, because again, we have to remind ourselves this is still a evaluation year. So
yeah, man, yeah,
So that's
yeah.
what I'm gonna do. I'm just taking it week by week.
I mean, yeah, we got some tough games, of course, against the Chargers coming into town after a close game they could have won against the Lions.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. We got the Chargers at home. Should be an interesting game. I think we can. I think we can have a chance to win. But and then it's in Lambeau, so yeah, man. We'll see. I'm just gonna just like I said, man, I'm taking it week by week.
yeah, and, and then the schedule it gets a little dicey right after the Chargers. We got to go play on the first game on Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. Then we at home against the Chiefs. Then we on the road in New York against the sorry ass Giants. Then we at home against the Buccaneers. Then we on the road against the Panthers. And then we have two home game. No, we got a road game against the Vikings and a home game against the Bears. And yeah, man, maybe three or four more wins, man. Maybe 3 or 4 more wins on the season. Um, Hopefully we could stay healthy throughout all of these games. Even though we at this point, this season feels like it's been forever. And I guess it feels like that when you on the opposite end of winning, man. Man,
Yeah,
yeah, still a long season. Still a long season.
yeah, man. It seems like
Um, but we here for the ride, man. We here for the ride. Um, these boys gonna have to get it together this week against the Chargers. I'm pretty sure the Chargers are gonna be scratching for a win, especially with Nick Bosa and uh, uh, Khalil Mack playing against them this week.
Allen, they still got Elko. I mean, they got some weapons, but Justin Herbert though, we don't know what Justin Herbert we gonna get. You know what I mean? Justin Herbert one we can have 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. You know what I mean? And then the one week he can have like 0 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and because he's gonna throw you some balls now. He's gonna throw you a couple of them. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, just it's gonna be another big test for our defense against the
Yes, it is.
offense.
Yes, it is.
Put up points, and we see if our offense could put up points. I mean, this could be a shootout. You know what I mean? Because
Man, I don't think it's gonna be a shootout. I'm expecting to see what the Packers have always been showing us this year. A bunch of potential that's not adding up to W's. If we can't stop the run, we're not gonna beat the Chargers. If we can't stop Keenan Allen, we're not gonna beat the. This might be the game where uh I could see the Packers giving up 300 yards passing. I could see that because I don't know how we gonna stop Austin Eckler once he gets out of the backfield for a pass. And we seen what he did yesterday to the Lions when he caught that pass out of the backfield. He took it all the way up the field for a touchdown. So, whew, it might be a track meet on Sunday, man, at 10 o'clock in the morning. Might be a track meet.
yeah,
But we'll get into breaking that game down uh this weekend before the game. We'll probably go live or do a pre-recorded video um, breaking down this game that I don't see the Packers winning at all. I think the Chargers are going to be clawing for a win, scratching for a win, and the Packers are going to be at the expense of what the Chargers are trying to do. But hey, if our guys come out there and compete and they fight hard and the ball bounce our way, hey, I'll be happy with that. But if the Chargers come in there on a game, he said, yo, if you think about you guys, every game was won. Yeah, every game we had a chance. We had a chance. The Raiders game, we had a chance to take a shot and win. Yeah, every game has been, we had a chance. We had the ball in our hands a few times to win a game. So, I mean, you could look at that as a little bit of upside on the offense of being able to, even though they're going through what they're going through throughout the first 3 quarters of the game, they still willing to fight and still willing to try to win. So, I give ourselves a puncher's chance against the Chargers this Sunday, and hopefully if they swing, they knock them out, man. Because yeah, I think the Chargers gonna come ready to play super aggressive against us after just losing that close game to the Lions. So they're gonna be really trying to get back and punch on the Green Bay Packers uh, while we down right now. But hey, if we could bring them a fight and keep the game close, you know what I'm saying? I'll be happy with that, man. You got to take small steps, man, before you can uh, start running. You know what I mean? So this team got another game to grow, another game to play to grow. Um, but I'm pretty much still I'm expecting. I hope Jair play, man. If Jair can play this game and we get Quay Walker back, then I think we got a chance. We got a chance. We got a chance. If we could get some of our guys back on defense, I think we got a chance. Because look what we was playing with. We had Carrington Valentine and Corey Valentine, and we still kept Kenny Pickett under 200 passing yards. But
yeah, but can you?
then again, you can't stop the run. They don't got to pass if they can run the ball. You know what I'm saying? You said what?
Kenny Pickett's not Justin Herbert.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Oh,
What did you think about that lateral, man?
and he did this shit. I think like what was it last week or the week before? It's like he pitched it back to who do that ball? Jones do it.
No, no, no. I'm talking about when Kenny Pickett threw the ball behind the receiver and they dropped it. We picked it up and then we ran it in to the touchdown. And they said, "Oh, it
Oh,
wasn't a touchdown
oh,
after
yeah,
they
I meant
reviewed
it. Yeah,
it."
I thought that was kind of
What's
full of.
going on? What's going on with you, man?
Yeah, I thought that was kind of. Yeah, I didn't agree with that. I thought that was kind of like.
Ah, man, bro. Just you see, it's stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That can determine the outcome of a game, man.
Yeah,
Like if that would have counted, we will be celebrating a W right now. You know what I mean? It's just
yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Football is a game of inches.
then you seen what happened with the 49ers when the dude picked the ball up after a fumble and ran it in for a touchdown, but they called it back because the coach was on the field. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta be man, that should have been a touchdown, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's plays like that go in your favor, and then it's snatched right out of your. It's just snatched right out of your hands because of a referee's decision. You know what I'm saying? So, um, touchdown. Okay, they finally got on the board.
The Buffalo Bills.
They went for two. It's 9-8. Ah, this is gonna be a low scoring game, boy. Ooh, it's gonna be an ugly, low scoring game. Jesus. But yeah, man, the ball didn't bounce our way. That's what I'm saying, man. This team is very, I mean, the Packers can create turnovers. They really can. They
Mhm.
really can. It's just we don't capitalize on them when we get the turnovers. You know what I'm saying? We got to turn those turnovers into touchdowns. We got to turn them into points. And I just don't like that when the defense do their job and it's just like Matt LaFleur comes out with this flat play calling. You know what I'm saying? It just be like, bro, what are you calling? Run the football. Why are you trying to do a play action pass on first down? Uh, who knows, man? Who knows, man? I'm just a spectator and a fan. But uh guys, we are gonna end this live. We appreciate everybody that stopped by to hear this discussion. Shout out to Higher Point of View. I'm gonna try to see if I could get in contact with him and try to jump on his channel and do something with him. Also, I want to get TR on here soon. I just got to figure out how to do this crap from my phone. But yeah, we'll get it together. Because I think TR. I want to hear what TR thinks about this team this season. But when we do a live, so where he could really voice his opinion. Um, I want to jump on Packer fan in Vegas live soon too, just to pick his brain and see where he's at as far as how he feels about the team. I mean, y'all pretty much know how he feels about the team, but I just want to go into a deeper dive and just try to understand where he really coming from. So we thank y'all for stopping by on moving the chains tonight. Thank you, Cali Packer, TR, Big Nate. Uh, who else was on here? Zane. Uh, who is this right here? Milto. Yeah, man. All of y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for stopping by. And before we end the show, man, always go pack, go. We out.